The scooters in our market can be categorized into two main segments. The first includes nearly all your 110 and 125cc offerings. The second, though, comprises of more niche products that cater to someone who's looking for a little more than what a scooter typically has to offer. Now, nearly all your options in that second category come from the Piaggio group, and that includes these guys, the Vespas and the Aprilias. Now, for 2020, the entire range has obviously been updated to comply with BS6. But in a sort of mid-life update, some of these scooters have received more than just an updated engine. I'm going to take you through each one of them and tell you what's on offer.
We got to ride the facelifted VXL 150, the new Racing 60s, the Storm 125 and the SR 160 Race Edition. The standard SR was also part of the lineup for the day, but we've already reviewed it and so we didn't include it in this video. If that's the scooter you're interested in, you can click the annotation to the top right of your screen.
Until very recently, the Aprilias and the Vespas were powered by the exact same engine. Now, that still is the case with the smaller capacity 125cc engine. So the SXL 125, the VXL 125 and the Storm and SR 125 all use the same power plant. But the bigger engine has seen some changes. With the transition to BS6, the engine on the SR has gained about 2 mm in its stroke, taking the total capacity closer to that 160cc mark. And that's how the SR 150 became the SR 160. Similarly, on the Vespas, the stroke is reduced a bit and that engine is now closer to the 150cc mark. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's take a look at how this SR Race Edition differs from the standard scooter.
For starters, there's the obvious difference in the graphic schemes. The Race Edition takes inspiration from Aprilia's RSGP MotoGP bikes, and there's even a badge on the tail section boasting the manufacturer's rich racing history. But as with the previous BS4 model, there's also a key difference that lies beneath the surface. On the Race Edition, Aprilia has tweaked the CVT's gear ratio to offer better bottom end performance. The difference isn't something we could immediately notice on our short stint with this scooter, and only a proper road test will tell us if this scooter is quicker off the line. In terms of ride quality, the SR range was once infamous for offering a very stiff setup. The benefits were impressive handling abilities, but the downside was the back-breaking ride. Aprilia tells us that while it hasn't changed the suspension setup in the transition to BS6, it has gradually been tweaking it over the last couple of years. And this is something that we noticed on the SR 160 we recently rode, as well as the BS4 Storm 125. Speaking of, the next scooter we rode was the BS6 Storm 125. Thumb the engine to life and you'll immediately notice that it sounds more eager and like it's idling at a higher RPM. Again, only a V-Box can accurately tell if it's quicker than the BS4 version, but the addition of fuel injection has resulted in more linear power delivery and better connect with the throttle. Another big update on the Storm 125 is that it can finally be had with an optional front disc brake. Of the scooters we rode that day, the Storm stopping power was the most impressive and the brakes felt remarkably sharp. Well, that's what Aprilia had to show for the day, so now let's take a look at the Vespas.
This right here is Vespa's latest addition to its portfolio and it's called the Racing 60s. The scooter is based on the SXL platform and there are no mechanical differences between it and the standard model. All the differences are purely on the outside. Now, if the name hasn't already given it away, the Racing 60s is based on, well, the racing machines from the 1960s. Now, this is evident from details like these racing stripes that you could say have been inspired by the racing machines that took part in Le Mans. Some other interesting details include the gold-colored wheels.
Overall, this is a gorgeous looking scooter and you're bound to get attention when you're on it. But that's where the differences end. Underneath the metal bodywork, the Racing 60s is the same as the standard Vespa SXL. Like I mentioned earlier, in the transition to BS6 compliance, Piaggio has dropped the engine displacement of the 3-valve engine from 154.8cc to 149.5cc. However, this hasn't resulted in a significant drop in power or torque. In fact, power is up by 0.2 HP while torque is down by just 0.3 Nm. In reality though, the motor feels like it has lost the sense of urgency that was present in the BS4 model, and we'll have to conduct a proper test to see if this feeling translates to an actual impact in performance or not. Apart from the Racing 60s, we also got to ride the standard VXL 150 that's part of the facelifted range that Vespa recently announced. Now, in all honesty, calling it a facelift is a bit of an exaggeration because the updates only include a new LED headlight, a light for the underseat storage, and a USB charging port. The entire VXL and SXL models will now comprise these features as standard.
So there you have it, the updated 2020 Piaggio range. These models sport minor updates, but unfortunately that did not reflect on the price hike that they received. On the Vespas, the price hike was up to Rs 20,000, and that's a substantial amount of money.
The SR range saw just as much of an increase in its pricing, and the way it stands, even the most affordable scooter in Piaggio's lineup, the Storm 125, will cost you above ₹1,00,000 on road. But like I said earlier, these scooters cater to a very niche audience, and the premium you're paying is for that exclusivity.